Hi guys, welcome to Educating Shani. I'm Shani and I have an eating disorder. Hi Shani. Hi. So today I'm going to be talking about a really sensitive and hard topic, which is self-harm. There are many people in the world who struggle with self-harm. It kind of goes hand in hand with all of the other mental illnesses, and that's why I'm going to talk about it, because I feel like it's kind of related to eating disorders, or at least I feel like it was for me. My self-harm started when my bulimia started, when I was 13 years old. And I started cutting myself. I started cutting my arms. I remembered that when I very first started, and I'm telling you this because I'm hoping that there are parents out there that will learn from this. When I started cutting, it was to get attention from my family, from boys, from my friends, everything. When it very first started, like the first time. But it didn't take me long to realize that it felt good to me. And a lot of people struggle with this. This is a very serious and danger and such a sad thing. It's sad and it's scary, and yeah. So anyway, for me, it did start that way, but after a while it started to feel good. And I think, actually I know from years of therapy, that's because whenever I would feel so overwhelmed with pain, with emotional pain, I needed something to distract me from it, and so I would do physical harm to myself. I would cut myself, was the one I did most often. I would punch myself in the face. I would go and I would kick my shin against like the corner of the wall, so it would bruise and hurt and everything. And there are all kinds of different self-harm that people do. A lot of people will burn themselves with cigarette butts, or they will cut with all different kinds of cutting tools, razors, glass, knives, scissors, anything. And I want you as parents to know that that is a huge warning sign that more than just self-harm is going on, because usually self-harm comes with other problems. Certainly did for me. I started self-harming. Again, it started as attention, but didn't take long to realize that it was comforting to me when the entire world around me seemed to be crashing down. It was a really hard age for me. That's, like I just said, that's when the bulimia started, and it was rough. And so I went on cutting all through junior high, all through high school, and even into my marriage up until about 2 years ago. I think that's the last time I cut, was 2 years ago. No, that's not true. Oh shoot, it was like a year ago, yeah. So I mean, that's good that it's been a year, but yeah, there was a time when I was just so deep and so dark in it that it was almost like a second normal to me. Like, it just felt good to not think about the emotional pain, and I would have rather dealt with the physical pain than the emotional. So yeah, and I was reading up about this online, and I have some statistics for you because I'm so professional in my videos. Okay, so each year 1 in 5 females and 1 in 7 males engage in self-injury. 90% of people who engage in self-harm begin during their teen or pre-adolescent years. Nearly 50% of those who engage in self-injury activities have been sexually abused. Yes, I know that's true for me. I know that's true for a lot of other people. But as you can see, it's happening a lot. It's happening a lot, especially with young people. And we've got to, as parents, I'm not a parent, but we've got to, as parents, got to figure out a way how to address these things with our kids. And I think that a lot of people out there already have figured that out. And if you're one of those people, I would love to hear from you, because this is something that I want to learn about for when I have kids. I don't know why, but I feel like cutting and eating disorders go hand in hand. And sometimes it's hard. Like when I very first started cutting, I would cut my arms, and because I wanted attention, but it didn't take long to notice that I didn't want the attention on it anymore, because I was afraid it'd be taken away. So then I would start cutting my legs from like half my thigh up, so that even if I wore shorts, even if I wore a really short skirt or swimsuit or whatever, then or my swim shorts or swim skirt or whatever, it would barely cover it. yeah, so that's what I did, and a lot of people do that. So you might want to kind of, I don't know, just be careful. Watch your kids, please. Watch them. Watch what they're into. Are they constantly kind of down on themselves and kind of self-abusing themselves emotionally and mentally, not just physically? Yes, look for bruises on their face. Look for cuts on their arms, their legs, everywhere. Their stomach. Look for burns. Look for anything that could be self-harm. And just know that, especially with young people, just know that they are most likely doing that because they need attention. So if you think your child might be self-harming, please give them the attention they need. Please softly talk to them and tell them that you're not going to judge them, you're not going to be mad at them, but that this is an illness that you can help them get better with. And that's what they need to hear. Be very, very positive. Just be very uplifting to them and be very loving and kind and accepting and non-judgmental. Because like I said before, if they're cutting, there's probably a lot more going on that you don't know about. I don't know. I guess I'm just making this video as kind of a warning because it's a really evil place to be in when you cut. It's very much, Satan telling you to destroy your body, but that's because he's jealous because he doesn't have a body. Same thing with eating disorders, by the way. He's just jealous of me that I have a body, and that's why he wants to beat me to a pulp every single day and make me feel terrible because he doesn't have a body of his own to destroy, and so he'd rather take my body and try and make me destroy it so that he can feel some sort of twisted satisfaction and making me feel and make me hate me. Okay, so anyway, to sum up, you guys, parents especially, please keep an eye on your children. Ask them, talk to them, figure out whatever you think is an appropriate way to bring up the subject with them so that they don't fall into it before you get a chance to talk to them. Like, it's happening younger and younger and younger. You've got to figure out a way to talk to them before they get tempted by it and fall into it and become it become an addiction to them rather than just a child experimenting or trying to get attention. It can turn so quickly, just like I've talked about this with eating disorders as well. It can turn to an addiction so quickly. You might make the choice like the first or second time to purge, but then it becomes stuck. You might make the choice to starve, but then you become stuck. Like everything starts with a choice, but the actual disease itself is not a choice. And that can enter in your brain if you make a choice to get there. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what I mean. This is a serious topic. If you know anybody struggling with self-harm, just like I said in my BDD video, please just love them, support them, encourage them, pray for them if you pray, send good thoughts if you don't pray, whatever you do. But the worst thing that you can do is to shame them for it. Just don't even go there. We shame ourselves enough already. We don't need any more shame. So do not shame them if you're worried about them. Tell them you're there for them. Tell them you love them and that you know that this is just an illness that can be fixed with help. So yeah, parents, talk to your kids. It's super important because it might just be that they're doing, some surface cutting that's not very deep. That's what I did. I always tried to be safe about it. That sounds so stupid, but I did. I tried to stay away from, my veins on my wrist. I tried to stay away from the big veins in my legs. Like I tried to do it safely so I wouldn't die, but that doesn't mean that I didn't want to die. And it's just so dangerous for these young people. I was reading, all teen depression, suicide, and self-mutilation are potentially linked in some way. I totally believe that. I feel like self-mutilation is linked to suicide no matter what age you are. I think that it's dangerous because, yes, you might be doing it safely by not hitting any main veins. You might be hiding it from people. You might not be getting infected, like no serious danger, like you're going to lose your limbs or something. Okay, that might not happen. But the danger is with any addiction is that it will keep growing. It has the potential to keep growing. And after a while, cutting isn't going to be enough. And then the kids or adults or whoever are going to turn to suicide because that's the next step. Yeah, most of us who self-mutilate are kind of more, I mean, I think we all have suicidal thoughts, obviously, and some of us have attempted a couple times. I'm going to be talking about that, by the way, in an upcoming video. Look out for that, because I'm going to be telling you about my my history with suicide attempts and stuff. It's a hard video, but I'm going to try and do that one really soon. So, but anyway, it's all linked, and it's dangerous, and while it might not be hurting them like dangerously, deadly physically, it has the potential to turn deadly very, very quickly. And so again, as parents, just talk to your kids, be open with them, and just love them and support them and encourage them. Yeah. Okay, so thank you for watching today. If you don't know who I am, go subscribe to my channel, Educating Shani. I have an eating disorder, and I do another channel, or not another channel, and I do other videos about other eating disorder topics and about my personal journey through finding recovery for my eating disorder, because I'm still struggling right now. But if you've been watching me for all these months or weeks or however long it's been, you're seeing the little steps that I'm making. So if you don't know who I am, go subscribe to me and watch my videos every week to watch me progress and hopefully get better, and also just to spread the word and make people feel comfortable talking about it, and to make people feel safer and not alone, and just safe that they can talk about these things. So yeah, so check it out and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I hope I didn't offend anybody in this video. I tried to keep it pretty general because it's a sensitive world that we live in, and so I'm always afraid of offending people, but I hope that was good enough to educate you at least a little bit. That's all I feel like I can give right now. So okay, so join me tomorrow for my update video and see how my week was, and then join me next Tuesday for another Topic Tuesday video, and then next Wednesday for another update video, and every Tuesday and every Wednesday after that. Yeah, okay, so thank you for watching. You are beautiful, you're worth it, and I am too. Thank you for watching. Bye!